Tempers flared Saturday night at Martinsville, which may have landed Sam Mayer in some very hot water. How's it going, y'all? My name is Eric. Welcome to Out of the Groove, presented by Tableau TV. Pay once, watch forever. Happy Monday, y'all. In case you missed it late last night, I posted my full NASCAR Cup Series Martinsville elimination race review and analysis. Today, we're talking Xfinity, we're talking Craftsman trucks, but first a reminder, tomorrow night, Tuesday night at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time, Groovy Hollow returns. Groovy Hollow is our annual charity iRacing event. This year, we are supporting Victory Junction and their mission to give kids with serious medical conditions an unforgettable camp experience. Later in this video, we'll take a look at some of the spooky paint schemes that will be on track tomorrow night. You can click the link down in the description below to learn more about the event, how you can support Victory Junction. More on Groovy Hollow in just a moment, but first we need to talk about Friday and Saturday night at Martinsville Speedway. We'll go in reverse order. Taylor Gray is finally a NASCAR Xfinity Series winner. First career win for the 20-year-old driver. First career win as a car owner for 23-year-old Ty Gibbs. It was pretty wacky seeing young Ty Gibbs sit next to Taylor Gray in the post-race press conference, but yeah, this image burned into my brain. First career win couldn't come at a more fitting track for Taylor Gray. He nearly won the Craftsman Truck Series race at Martinsville 1 year ago, run-in with Christian Eckes, post-race confrontation. The spring Xfinity race this year, he fell victim to Slammy Smith on the final lap. Which, credit to Sammy Smith Saturday night, it was deja vu. The 54 leading the 8 at Martinsville. Sammy Smith had every opportunity to do what he did in the spring, to overdrive the corner, to potentially take the 54 out. But to Sammy Smith's credit, he did not take that opportunity this time around. They raced hard, they raced aggressively, but very fair down the stretch. So kudos to Sammy Smith. He'll be back in the Junior Motorsports number 8 next season. He will have many more opportunities to win races. He'll be in contention for a Championship 4 spot next year as well. So wanted to give Sammy some credit. Taylor Gray credit, of course, for getting the win. The Xfinity Series Championship 4 was set Saturday night. We knew Connor Zilic and Justin Allgaier had advanced. Jesse Love, despite struggling much of the evening, had a big enough cushion to advance. And Carson Kvapil, the rookie, gets the 4th and final spot. That's 2 rookies in the Championship 4, 3 Junior Motorsports cars, and 4 Chevrolets. Big time year for the bow ties, but we need to spend some time talking about Sam Mayer in a Ford who needed a huge race at Martinsville to qualify for the championship. Ultimately, he had to settle for 7th after a couple of run-ins with the veteran Jeb Burton. Let's put on our breakdown cap. Early in the race, Sam Mayer gave Jeb Burton the bump and run. Burton got shuffled out, fell out of the top 10, and the CW played his radio after that incident. Jeb Burton was not happy. They found each other again late in the race. Jeb Burton, running just behind Sam Mayer for a spot inside the top 10, gave the 41 a couple of bumps, ran him a little bit wide to complete the pass. Classic short track bump and run, aggressive. I didn't see anything dirty. That was the textbook way to repay the favor. But maybe there was something else the cameras didn't catch, because as soon as the checkered flag flew, Sam Mayer tracked down Jeb Burton and punted the 27, sent them both up into the outside wall. And Sam Mayer wasn't done. He doubled down in his post-race interviews. He took a shot at Jeb on the track, took a couple of shots through the media.
He's just fast enough to be really, really annoying, but not fast enough to do anything else worth a damn. So Jeb needs a wake-up call. That brother, he does not have the it factor. He has the different factor.
Sam Mayer dropping some bars post-race, but his actions on the track may result in him being dropped from the seat for a week. Sam Mayer is absolutely going to be penalized this week. That is guaranteed. The question is, will it be a hefty fine? Will there be a points penalty attached? Or will NASCAR make Sam Mayer sit out the final race of the season at Phoenix. That does matter because while Sam Mayer is not part of the championship four, he could still finish as high as 5th in the points at year's end. So I will be very curious to see what NASCAR decides this week. It does have broader points implications. The lack of remorse in Sam Mayer's post-race interview, I think, did him no favors. Now, he did apologize to Jordan Anderson. Anderson is the car owner of that number 27. He did apologize for wrecking one of Jordan's cars. Jordan confronted Mayer after the race. But you heard, Sam Mayer had no issue taking more shots at Jeb Burton. The last Xfinity Series suspension was, of course, Austin Hill over the summer, who was suspended for right-hooking Aric Almirola at high speeds head-on into the wall at Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Was Sam Mayer's move on Jeb Burton as dangerous as what Austin Hill did to Aric Almirola? I would say no. It wasn't a right rear hook. It wasn't a high-speed track. Burton didn't hit the fence head-on. But NASCAR may choose to suspend Sam Mayer anyways because his move, as well as his post-race comments, were clearly premeditated. Look, I think NASCAR made the right decision suspending Austin Hill this summer, but in that instance, maybe 2 seconds passed between the moment Almirola bumped Hill and then Hill decided to wreck him. Like, you could make the argument that was heat of the moment, a crime of passion, if you will. Whereas Sam Mayer got moved by Jeb Burton a little bit with like 40 laps to go. He had plenty of time to cool off and didn't. Sam Mayer also referred to Talladega in his post-race interview. Jeb Burton was part of a wreck that caught up Sam Mayer and his teammate Sheldon Creed a couple weeks back. So obviously Mayer doesn't have a very positive opinion of Jeb Burton, although that Talladega wreck, the inside lane all got stacked up. I don't think that was all on Burton. Regardless, a circumstantial super speedway wreck one week and then a bump and run at Martinsville the next week, those aren't valid reasons to crash out at the end the way Sam Mayer did. Jeb Burton also spoke to reporters Saturday night. I guess I should share some of what he said. He told reporters, quote, "Mayer ran over me for no reason. I gave it back to him, and he threw a temper tantrum for no reason. When it matters the most for him, he's in a really good car. It's not going to work out for him." Ooh, a little ominous threat from driver Jeb Burton. I'm not here to defend Jeb Burton. He can be hot-headed from time to time. He also made a comment Saturday night like, "Oh yeah, I'd love to go talk to Sam Mayer, but there wouldn't be much talking, if you know what I mean." Like, your owner confronted Sam Mayer. Go talk to him. Talk is cheap. If you want to get physical, he's right over there. Go get physical. You're two grown men. So I understand Jeb Burton may not be everyone's cup of tea, but Sam Mayer was in the wrong Saturday night. I think a suspension would be justified, but if NASCAR chooses not to suspend Sam Mayer, a hefty fine and a significant points penalty should be on the menu. Something to send a clear message that premeditated acts after the checkered flag, once the competition is over, that sends two cars hard into the wall, that should not be tolerated, especially from a driver, while young, has been doing this for several years. Sam Mayer should know better. Clearly he doesn't. Time to send a message. I like Sam Mayer. He does things from time to time that make me scratch my head, but ever since he was a teenager, going toe-to-toe with Ty Gibbs in the ARCA Menard Series. Remember when Sam Mayer, at 17 years old, dominated a Truck Series race at Bristol? I've been very positive on Sam Mayer throughout his career. You could argue I even slightly overrated Sam Mayer early in his stock car racing career. I think now you could actually make the argument the last couple years that fans are slightly underrating Sam Mayer's ability. Like, he got to Xfinity. It took him a year and a half or so to win races, but then he did win races. He won 4 races his last year with JRM. He won 3 races last year, but the average finish wasn't good. He had an average finish of 18th last year, very up and down, very inconsistent, so he improved on that. This year with Haas Factory team, Mayer has been very consistent. He has an 11th place average finish and almost made the championship 4. So we've seen growth, we've seen improvement, I think, from Sam Mayer the past couple of years, to the point where I think some fans now slightly underrate what he's actually capable of. The way he handled Saturday night, however, was unfortunately a low point, and he should be punished We'll see what NASCAR decides later this week. We'll react to their ruling. But that's the breakdown of Saturday night's post-race scuffle, well, on-track scuffle, between young Sam Mayer and one of the vets of the Xfinity Series, Jeb Burton. That was our Xfinity Series Race Rewind segment presented by Tableau TV. With Tableau TV, you can pause, rewind, and record live TV. It's a one-time purchase. You don't have to pay a monthly subscription. Once you have the device, you plug it into an antenna, scan for local channels, and boom, you are set up, ready to watch live TV. Great way to keep up with the NASCAR Xfinity Series, which is over the air on the CW every single race. Thank you to Tableau for sponsoring Out of the Groove. Really appreciate their support the past couple of months. But now let's talk about Friday night. Friday night under the lights, the Craftsman Truck Series Round of 8 elimination race at Martinsville. Corey Heim wins his 11th Truck Series race of the season. The championship for Corey Heim, Caden Honeycutt, Ty Majeski, and Tyler Ankrum. Gosh, in case you needed more evidence that the one-race winner-take-all finale needs to go, check out this post that went kind of viral comparing the Championship 4 drivers' stats. Corey Heim has 11 wins. The rest of the Championship 4 combined have 1 win all season. Heim has 21 stage wins. The rest have 6 combined. Heim has 9 more top 5s than the next best guy, and they're all tied going into Phoenix. Reset to 0 points. This is why I'm not a huge fan of the one race finale. I don't mind the occasional reset. That's why I don't mind having a playoffs to begin with, but regular season success up to this point should still make a difference, should carry some sort of significant advantage. Heim has absolutely no advantage going into Phoenix. That's kind of absurd. A lot of pressure on Corey Heim. Obviously, he wants to win the championship. His team wants to win the championship. I think the industry, frankly, wants Corey Heim to win the championship to legitimize what we've witnessed the past 9 months. But anyway, I digress. Martinsville was a rough night for several other playoff contenders. Lane Riggs finishes a strong 3rd, but needed more. He's eliminated, and that's a shame because I felt Lane Riggs was maybe the only guy in the field who could match Corey Heim's speed on short ovals. We'll see if maybe Ty Majeski or Caden Honeycutt can carry that banner next week, but Lane Riggs is out. There was an incident early in Friday night's race where Riggs up front spins the tire, stacks up the inside lane, and that caused Daniel Hemric to get significant damage. He was out of the race, out of the playoffs. Rajah, who entered the night plus 14, got damage in that stack up, put him behind a few positions. Things got even worse for Rajah on lap 72 when Caden Honeycutt got into Rajah's left side door, cut his left rear tire down. Rajah into the wall, into the garage, out of the playoffs. Just brutal. And brutal that it happened when racing a fellow championship contender. Caden Honeycutt didn't make a huge blatant mistake, but he made a slight mistake. Got up a little wide, got into the door of the 71. I would be more forgiving or be more understanding of how Honeycutt raced there if he hadn't made the exact same mistake at Martinsville in the spring when he cut Corey Heim's left side tire down. Caden Honeycutt has done the same thing twice this year at the same track and has taken out 2 contenders in the process. I don't think either incident was on purpose, but you keep doing it, it looks kind of dirty. And I say that as someone who's been on the Honeycutt hype train since last season. I mean, what Caden Honeycutt has done this year, spent most of the year with Nice Motorsports, then the last few weeks he's been with Friesen in a substitution role to be in the playoffs, to be in the championship 4. The speed, the talent is there. Gotta clean up these finer details, though. Hemric out, Rajah out. I mentioned Lane Riggs earlier. I do want to talk a little more about Lane Riggs. Lane is expected to be back in that 34 truck full-time next season. Riggs took a big step from year 1 to year 2. Last season, 2 wins. This year, 3. Deep playoff run. Last season, he had 7 top 5s. This year, he's got 12. He's led 3 times as many laps this year than he did his rookie season. A disappointing end to Lane Riggs' season, but that jump from year 1 to year 2 has me very optimistic for what he could do in year 3, especially if Corey Heim isn't racing full time. That's a couple extra wins, I'm sure, that could fall into Lane Riggs' lap. So we'll see, obviously. I think Caden Honeycutt could be one of his toughest competitors. If Ty Majeski, the veteran, he could be really good, obviously. How does Colleague Racing with their new Ram trucks, how do they stack up with Brendan Queen and company? Competition could be tough next year, but Lane Riggs took a big jump this season. If he takes even half the same jump next year, look out. That 34 will be the team to beat. Real quick before we move on, wanted to give credit to some non-playoff guys. It was cool to see Brent Cruz in a part-time start for Tricon finish top 5. And I also want to mention Corey LaJoie, who finished 5th. I know he's one of the internet's favorite punching bags these days, but in 8 Truck Series starts now for Spire Motorsports, he has a 9.8 average finish, a handful of top 5s. And he's not driving the flagship number 7 that we've seen Cup guys race this year. No, he's driving the 07, the 77. He is not in the flagship Spire truck, yet he's putting up consistently some of the best numbers anyone on that team has done this year. We should expect that from a guy with years of Cup Series experience, but the internet would lead you to believe Corey LaJoie's a bum, has never done anything good in his life, and that's obviously not true. And he's showing you some of his ability in the trucks the past few weeks on a part-time schedule. So wanted to give him some credit for another top 5 finish Friday night. But that's it. Wanted to spend today talking Xfinity, talking trucks. Martinsville Elimination Weekend always delivers on drama, on action. Wanted to break that down here today. But now we are just over 24 hours away from the return of Groovy Hollow. Someone has stolen Victory Junction's Halloween candy. Can't go trick-or-treating without Halloween candy, so we have to race tomorrow night, Tuesday night, to try and get the candy back. Let's take a look at some of the frightening paint schemes that you can see on track tomorrow night, 7:30 Eastern, right here on my YouTube channel. Let's take a look. Happy Halloween! Groovy Hollow is back. Let's take a look at some of the frightening paint schemes that we'll take to the racetrack in this year's event. Besides raising money for a good cause, supporting our friends at Victory Junction, our other goal tonight is to race to get the Halloween candy back that some dastardly thief stole in the dark of night. Zollipops is on board helping us with this effort in the, say it with me, the 6-7 car. Of course, Victory Junction well represented in the famous Petty 45, the font Adam Petty made famous. Adam Petty, of course, was the inspiration behind what Victory Junction has become today. Ooh, of course, we need some ghouls and goblins. Not to break character here, but y'all know I'm a sucker for a good black and yellow paint scheme here. I should remind folks that if you head to dailydownforce.com/groovyhollow, you can vote for your favorite paint scheme, and there's the opportunity to enter the Caution Flag Diecast giveaway courtesy of Circle B Diecast. That's right, any caution flags that come out during the race will be drawing a random name, and you could win a real NASCAR diecast this Halloween season. Ooh, True Terror Publications. I love the blood red on this one. More candy companies on board tis this season. Toxic Waste, Zaps, the Blue 45, good friend Brennan Poole bringing his real-world Toxic Waste hazardously sour candy machine into the virtual space as well. Ooh, I like the dark colors and the contrast on this one. It's great to see so many friends of the channel come together to support this event. Many of them also supporting Victory Junction and their mission of giving kids with serious medical conditions a memorable camp experience. Oh, the green 62 here is electric. Even more electricity, racing electronics on board. More black and yellow, can't go wrong there. Ooh, the old Roush 16/6 font making a ghoulish appearance. Great paint scheme to have here in the middle of the month of October. I want to give a huge shout out as well to Kyle Vaughters, who helped to design many of the paint schemes you will see tonight. Ooh, another bright scheme that will pop in the night. The Halloween machine is back. Josh Berry took this car to Victory Lane in our inaugural event 5 years ago. Really cool number font here on the 63. Some friends of ours from the real NASCAR Xfinity Series world on board as well. Great to partner with Carrera Slot Cars again. Lawless Allen will take to the track this year. It's so sweet to see so many sweets involved this year. Ooh, I like that classic Toyota design on Dean Thompson's entry. A huge thank you to all of our partners for supporting this season's event. so many ghoulish paint schemes. Pick your favorite. Vote at dailydownforce.com/Groovy Hollow. You can also find information on how to donate to our friends at Victory Junction. Every little bit makes a difference. And you can find out how to enter our Circle B Caution Flag diecast giveaway. Thank you for tuning in to this year's Groovy Hollow, the 5th annual Groovy Hollow event. Let's hope for a fast and frightful night of sim racing. Thank you so much for watching, y'all. I hope you'll tune in tomorrow night. Fun racing for a good cause. Thank you to my Patreon supporters for supporting the show all this year. I greatly appreciate what you all do for the channel. Thanks for tuning in. Have a great rest of your Monday, and I will see you plenty more this week ahead of Phoenix. Take care, y'all.